Start recording. There we go. Okay. Record. I have no clue what I'm doing with this. Oh, here we go. This is better lighting. Look at that. I should have waited until the sun went behind a cloud. I'm using OBS Studio and I have no idea what I'm doing. I recorded an hour or something of rambling about the Bible and then, doing some recordings. But when I was done, I realized I had done a tiny picture-in-picture at the bottom right. My face is small and the rest of the screen is black, which is fine. Except, why is that the default? Why? Anyway, I don't know. So now I'm trying to figure out how do I I'm gonna do this and see. Is this being recorded? That'd be kind of fun. Can I rotate it? No, I can't rotate it, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I'm doing some recording. Let's see what happens when I stop this and then try and replay it. All right, so my name is Mike. I'm sitting in a truck and I'm trying to use OBS, which is an open source, video software. I'm on a Mac and I don't know what I'm doing. So I figure I might as well document the process of me trying to figure out OBS while I'm using OBS to record. I'm in studio mode. I recorded successfully about 40 minutes of me rambling about something. I'm trying to do a reading for church, virtual church, because we're all in COVID situations. After doing all that and then realizing that, where the file went, and then I had to remux it because I couldn't figure out how to play it back right away to see if I'd done it correctly. I ended up discovering that I'm a tiny picture in the bottom right of the screen and there's mostly black. So that's great. Also, my lighting sucks, but that's not OBS's fault. OBS developers, I get that you know more than I do about this kind of software, but from my perspective as a first-time user, I would have thought the default would have been that my one video input device would have just been the full screen. And then if I wanted a picture-in-picture, I would have had to go and learn how to do that rather than go to the internet to figure out how to not do picture-in-picture. And it's not picture-in-picture anyway. It's a tiny little version of me in the lower right-hand corner and a lot of black everywhere else. There's no scenario that I can think of where someone's going to want to create a video where this is the format, where there's nothing going on most of the screen, but they have a tiny little face in the lower right. So why is this the default? I have no idea. Also, your interface is nice looking. It's clean, but it's not intuitive. It's very easy to start recording, but difficult to understand how you're supposed to get your face to look bigger. I know I have to do tutorials and RTFM and all that. RTFM, yeah. Anyway, so I created another scene. I wish I could show you the scene, but you know what? I'm going to try and create a screen capture. Display capture. Maybe I'll add. Let me back up a second here. I'm in studio mode right now and I'm recording in studio mode. This is probably maybe not what I should be doing. I don't know, but this is kind of, when I opened up OBS, I had this I'm going to go out of studio mode and see what happens right now. So I can't untoggle studio mode. Wait, I can. Just hold on a second. Okay, I see. Right, so I'm out of studio mode now, and I literally don't have any pictures showing up. Right, because I blew away the picture. So that's a black screen. That's perfect. In studio mode, I can see a little version. No, I can't anymore. Fascinating. I used to be able to see a little version of myself in this very recording in the lower right. I left studio mode. Noticed that I was no longer in the lower right, came back into studio mode, and now I'm not in the lower right anymore. So I don't know if that's a caching error. It's probably something I'm doing wrong, but again, this is not a program I've decided already that is easy to use right out of the box. It looks nice. It's very good at recording, not so good at explaining to you what you're supposed to do when you haven't used it before. But I guess that's what the internet's for, right? So here we go. So I'm black. I'm on a black screen. All you're seeing is a rectangle of blackness and presumably hearing my voice. I'm going to try and figure out how to get my image to appear. on the screen somewhere. So here we go. So I'm in OBS. It's version 25.0.8. I'm on a Mac. I'm in a truck. I got 53% battery power. Things are going against me, but I think I can figure this out. I've just created. So if you can imagine if you will, that what I'm looking at is an interface, and every time I talk, there's this nice colored bar that's bouncing around, so I can tell that it hears me, which is nice. The top, bunch of the screen is kind of gray, and then there's this black rectangle, looks 16 by 9 probably, and that is presumably the video that's being recorded right now, which is nothing. And my voice is being recorded, and I do not see. Okay, I do see that I've been recording for about 4 minutes and 55 seconds at this point. I have 30 FPS, CPU at 18.6%, whatever that means. I guess that's how much OBS is using of my CPU, or how much of my CPU is being used. Those are two very different things, but whatever. Anyway, the number is 18.2 right now. I created a new scene called Hello World, because that's what you do. And I'm in it right now, I think. I don't know. I think I am. So the next thing over on the right, just the right of the scenes view, if I go to, oh, look at that. So I'm now, okay, so I just went back to the default scene, and I can see my face again. And my face is mostly, but not completely, my video feed, my camera, the built-in camera on the device, is mostly but not completely filling up the actual rectangle. And there are two bounding boxes. There's a red bounding box, which is snapped to the upper left, and I can drag that around, which looks awesome, but it does nothing as far as I can tell. And then there's the bounding box. Oh, I see. Okay, so whatever you have selected, there's two bounding boxes. There's the outer bounding box, which I don't know what that's for, and the inner bounding box, which is around my actual video feed. And based on whether I click on the video feed or outside of it, the bounding box will change from blue to red. So okay, so red means it's whatever I've got selected. So I can move the video feed around. Here's the thing. I'm doing this in the scene. A scene called Scene. That's great. And if I go back to Hello World, the scene that I just created, I'm not there anymore. And now I'm there. And now I'm not there. Now I'm there. Now I'm not there. Hello World. Scene. Hello World. Scene. So I'm in Scene. The scene right now. That's a bad name for Scene, by the way. You could have picked something better than that, but whatever. So I can move this around. Is this recording? This is what I don't fully understand. Am I recording this? Are you going to see all of this happening the way I'm seeing it happening? I have no clue. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. I don't know. There. Okay. So wait. No. Can I zoom out? How do I? I don't know if what I'm doing is best practices or not. I'm gonna do that. That kind of looks more or less right. I know there's a border around it. Whatever. Get over it. It's okay. There's probably some way to just. I just wish it would have done this for me, but okay. There's a little bit of a letterboxing. That's okay. Hello. Maybe you see me now. I don't know. And again, this is the scene. So if I go to Hello World, maybe I'll stay off of Hello World and use that for my next trick. I kind of want to stop this and then see, did all of that record me doing that while I was doing that? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try learning something, and you can watch me learn or not watch me learn right now, because I just went back to Hello World. So right next to Hello, the scenes list is a sources list. So I presume what I could do is click. You can't see this happening yet, but maybe I'll figure that out in a moment. So Yeah, so there's a whole list of things, audio input cap. This is cool. Don't get me wrong. This is a free program, right? And it looks professional, and it's making me feel stupid, which probably means it is a professional grade program. But yeah, it's not. It's designed to make you struggle, I think, with trying to figure out how to use it, unless you want to read the manual, which I don't. So I'm going to create a new. I'm going to create a new. What do I call it? Input source. I'm going to call it display capture, and I'm going to leave the checkbox make source visible. So what I did was I went and clicked. Okay, let me back up just in case you're trying to figure this out yourself, and for some reason you decided to follow my lead. Not a good idea. When you're in OBS, you could be recording maybe. Well, just like I am. Here I am again. There I go. I have two scenes right now. I have the default scene called scene. And I had to wiggle I had to reset my my video feed size so it kind of filled most of the screen. And then I created a second scene by pressing that plus button at the very bottom left. And it has nothing in it, which kind of makes sense. So because it's new, and I'm recording right now, and that's about all I have to say about that. So next to the scenes palette, there's this little sources palette, and I press the plus button. And I get a list of things that I can add, like all sorts of stuff. Some things I recognize, some things I don't. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. So display capture is about, 5 down. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to call it display capture. And I'm going to make it, I'm going to leave that checkbox, make source visible. The name is already in use. Okay, fine. That's why it said display capture 2. I wanted to call it display capture 2. There's a display capture source somewhere here that in this project or whatever you want to call it. So I have to call it display capture 2. Whoa. Okay. All right. There. That also makes sense, I suppose. Now here's how can I describe what's happening right now? This is a common effect that we often see whenever we're, taking a picture of the thing that's showing us what we're taking a picture of. You get this recursive effect. It goes into infinity. I'm sorry, machine. You're probably doing a lot of processing you don't need to do right now. Properties. So I've got this. So I got this panel. So okay, you can kind of see what I'm seeing. Yeah, you can see what I'm seeing. So can you see my? You can see my cursor. Look at that. So there we go. There's the scenes view. There's the scene. And when I clicked on it, all that stuff went away. And and now there's the hello. Whoa, hold on. See if I can aim this properly so you can see what I'm doing. Oh no. My properties panel went away. Bugger. Okay, shoot. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. This is really confusing. What I'm doing is I'm resizing this display source. There we go. So it's roughly the right size. And you can see watch my cursor, my many cursors head down here. See, we're into Hello World right now. So if I go to scene, this will disappear and there's me. And then if I go back to Hello World, see, I go back to Hello World. So I just added this. That's what this thing is, this nonsense. If I go over here and then back again, okay, so now you can see my tabs. Hopefully I don't have anything embarrassing here. Virtual church reading for. So this is what I was trying to do with OBS. Here's some Google Docs. I opened up some readings. The ultimate guide to recording it. This was me once I realized I didn't know what I was doing in OBS. I'll just walk these because you're going to look at them anyway. There's my Gmail. Giving What We Can. That's a cool website. This is an ERD. Well, this is actually well, you can go see it. It's a cool entity relationship diagram online development tool. More than just ERDs, but stuff like that. I'm not a software developer. Got some work stuff, some development stuff, blockchain. I'm like into blockchain. There's the company I'm working for. They're awesome. Daily readers. That's my name, Mike. Abbreviation, education, training. I don't know what else. You're not going to find any dirt on me here. This is just, whatever it is. What am I looking at right now? Yeah, I was trying to figure out stuff and about OBS, and I forget just where to find my recordings. Anyway, so that's kind of, so you're seeing my total screen. That's pretty cool. So now what I want to do is I don't actually want to look at this. I just want my face to be up. But maybe what I can do, let's just try this. Oh man, I'm really sorry about this. I have to actually look. Maybe I'll do this. I'll put this way down here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that thing in a minute. What I want to do is yeah, I'll leave that up. What I want to do is for you to watch me try and figure out how to get my face as the source. My voice seems to be, you know, by default, it's just coming in and it's being recorded, so that's good. Yeah, I want you to learn with me here. Here we go. Okay, so click, and we're gonna go what? Video capture, right? Video capture. I'll call it video capture device. It's probably already being used. We'll try this. Oh, there we go. Device, FaceTime camera. What else? What else is there? FaceTime HD camera? Is that really the only one? Oh, okay, that's what it's called. FaceTime camera, I think. Yeah, all right. Oh, this is confusing. Okay. So you can see what's going on though, I think. I've now turned on my camera again. I'm now in the Hello World project. No, Hello World scene. I've got my screen share up because I want you to kind of watch me learn. So in case this is somehow useful to you, I would recommend just going and finding a tutorial, though this is going to be too confusing. But you can see, right? You can see what I'm looking at. Oh, behind my face. Great. Okay. Oh, that's because this is in front of, I see. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand this. So I'm going to put this down here. This is what you see all of the gamers on Twitch doing without any problem whatsoever, is just turning something on, and then their face is down here usually, and there's some awesomeness going on up here. Not what I've got going on, but you know, they've already figured this out. I'm gonna make my screen a little smaller. Now at some point when I clicked on this, the properties panel that I was supposed to finish using went away. There's some of my things. Whatever. I don't know. There's nothing much to see there either. Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, I think at this point I'm going to get rid of this screen nonsense because it's not helping too much. I don't think. I mostly just want. What else do I want to do while I've got the screen thing up? What happens when I do this? Oh, my face stays there, but the screen. Very cool. That's awesome. Actually, that's probably the bulk of what most people want to learn how to do. Like, how do I show my screen, and how do I show myself talking about what's on the screen? I think I got it. I think I might have got it, and I might have been recording while I was doing it. That's the crazy thing. So you can see down here, I think, or maybe you can't because my face is in the way. So let me move that up there. You can see down here, I could have been streaming. This would have been embarrassing to do live. I'm going to stop streaming. Studio mode. So, okay, let's see what happens when I press this. Whoa. Okay. As if we didn't have enough to look at. This is, I don't, it's okay. So this is, I guess, where you can go and transition between scenes. So I guess what you would do is you'd set a scene up to be a layout of input things in specific places and relationships and Z orders related to one another, I think. And then you could flip between them. Do you see what I'm doing here? Do you understand what's happening? Because I don't really. There's way too many of me on this. I know that much, and I can't grab this anymore because I'm in a different view. So if I go out of studio mode, I can move. Right. Okay. So this is the scene. I'm in one scene right now, which is Hello World, and I can go into this scene and then go into studio mode. I have no idea if you're seeing what I'm seeing anymore because I don't know. You aren't, because I don't have a display. I don't have my display as an input on this scene. So I've switched. I'm still recording. You're seeing my full face now. Hello. I'm in Canada. There's snow behind me. The truck is a really good place to actually use as a studio when you don't have a real studio, I think. Um, yeah. Okay. So I'm in the scene, and I had to go and make myself this big so I could still leave studio mode. I'm in the scene called scene. I can wiggle this around. I can move it. Don't think I can rotate it. That's too bad. Unless there's a hotkey of some kind. Scale, full screen projector, filters. Filters. Oh boy, here we go. What could this even be? Expander, gain, limiter. Oh, nothing funny. Not like a cat filter. I'm not a cat. Has anyone seen? Everyone's seen that one by now. Poor guy. I'm going to close that. But honestly, he's now part of internet legend, and I hope he understands how important that is in a weird way to the rest of us. To as the world to be able to laugh at something like that. We don't always have the chance to kind of laugh at things. So when they come along, we're not being mean by laughing at the guy. I mean, who could blame him? Who wants to show up for a business meeting of any kind with whatever they were doing before the business meeting started suddenly coming up and kind of being there for the world to see? Nobody wants that. But what came up for him was actually, I think, kind of precious. Really, it was. Come on, it's a cat. All right, so I just switched back to Hello World. So 2 scenes. Scene number 1. I still got a bit of a black bar there at the top. I'm gonna see. Here's the problem. I can't zoom out enough to grab the corners of this thing to kind of. Okay, maybe I can do it that way. Anyway, this is all stuff you probably should be doing before, not while you're recording. It's pretty cool that I can record while I'm doing this. Hello World. And now I'm in Hello World. So in Hello World, different scene, 2 devices, 2 input devices, the screen behind me, and then my picture-in-picture. So there we go. So then when we go into studio mode, that's a different mode, not a different scene. You're seeing, I think over on the left, no, over on the, I don't know what the difference is between these two. This one here is called preview. I'm gonna get my, wait a minute, I have to get my face out of the way again. I'm gonna put it down there. Try that one. See how that works. Go into studio mode. You can see up here, this is preview mode on this side of the screen, this whole side. And there's a bunch of junk right here. And then there's program. What is program? Program's the end result, maybe? I don't know. Okay, and then there's all the stuff I'm trying to ignore. Scene transitions, audio mixer. I get it. The audio's picking up. That's cool. I don't know if I want to click on any of this. Fade. What happens if I fade? Okay, that's not fade. Fade to black. Ooh. Okay, so wait. Fade to black cut. Let me try. Wait. I want this to go up. I want the fade to be nice and dramatic. 2 minutes. That's 2,000 milliseconds, people. There. Nope. There. Now let's try fade to back. Whoa. Whoa. And it comes back again. What's this do? That does... I don't know what that does. The only thing that seems to do is fade out the actual alpha on these buttons, which is probably... I'm probably missing something there. That's probably way more important than I think it is. Cut. What does this do? Fade to black. Oh, I see. Okay, these are 2 different effect buttons. Maybe. Maybe not. That one doesn't work anymore either. Okay, why? Okay. I don't understand what's happening. Okay, so I can. These are programmatic fade to black, fade, and fade. Fade. To black, fade. Fade to what though? So when I click that, what does that do? Okay. Obviously, I guess you can load yourself up with transitions. There doesn't seem to be a lot. Fade to black, a cut, and a fade. Okay. So your basic kind of fades, or basic kind of transitions. I guess in real time you could use this, or not in real time necessarily, but you could use this to, yeah, to do transitions. I don't know what this will do. Duplicates. Oh my god. No, I'm not. That's too far. Bridge too far. Okay, so what am I going to do now with all of this? I think I'm gonna turn off. This is a good start, I think. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out of studio mode because I don't belong in here. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm going to get rid of. Yeah. So I click. So take a look at this. So there's a source. There's another source, just to make it a little bit easier to. So that's my display source. So if I had other cameras attached to this machine, oh, I have 22% battery power. So yeah, this is Apple. Fix your battery power thing. It's seriously, they don't last very long. If I had more cameras, I obviously could have like a zoom, somebody zooming in. Maybe I could have them in the lower left or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so you can see here, whatever you got selected is red, and then if you roll over other things, they show up as blue. So that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to get rid of this. So there's a couple ways to do it. One way is to remove. I could rename. I could reorder. Oh, reorder. Look at this. Move to top. So now this is behind. And then if I go move to top. Yeah, okay, so that's your Z ordering. So that's cool. There's a bunch of other things here. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Copy filters, set color, custom color. Let's try this custom color, see what happens. Make a purple. Purple. What happens when I make that purple? Nothing. Probably because I did something wrong. Set color, custom color, purple. Do I need is the alpha? Do I need more alpha? I don't get it. Oh. Is this doing anything? Nope, not doing nothing. I don't think. Doesn't matter. I obviously have to read a manual at some point. Anyway, I'll make it clear. And I'm going to get rid of it too. So I have it highlighted. I'm going to hit delete. It's going to ask me if I want to delete it. See, it went away there. Now I just have the video capture device, which is this. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. So when I click off that, this gets unselected. When I click on it, it doesn't select. But when I select here, right. When I select here, this should highlight, I think. Oh, wait, you can't see what I'm doing anymore. I turned off the video. Okay, never mind. Obviously, I have to learn what I'm doing here. Anyway, so cool. I've learned a fair amount about OBS. I've created a video that is now almost 28 minutes in length. I might put this on my blog, my WordPress thing, just because, if I can figure that out. I don't know. Anywho, okay, so I think I'm going to do some readings now, which is my initial intention. And while the sun is behind the clouds and I don't look like I have a glowing white beard, that's what I'll do. So have a good day. I hope you have better success, or at least as good success as I have had in learning your new things. Thank you for following me on this amazing adventure. Open source software is the bomb. It's the best. Thank you so much, OBS folks, for giving me this tool for free. I mean, I don't. Again, I hope you're not I hope. I don't know. I hope your efforts are paying off for you somehow. I don't know how that works. Maybe I'll go and I'll. There's probably a donation button somewhere amongst all this other stuff. I'll see if I can find that. Okay. I have to go and do some recording with this thing now that I know how to use it. So thank you and have a good day.